Hi, good morning, South Texas. Hope your day has been going well. It has been a wet start to our Friday. Man, we had a lot of showers and thunderstorms move through overnight, made for some very messy conditions out on the roadways early on this morning, but now things getting much quieter out there. Still seeing some shower activity in the region, but much of that shower activity is now further on off toward the east. So we're going to talk all about that, and we're also going to talk, let me turn my phone down here real quick. I've got Facebook pulled up so I can answer some of y'all's questions, and I've also got traffic up here below me to kind of show what's going on our roadways. There is an accident towards downtown that you see as causing major backups there. So just be expecting that if you're heading out for the lunch hour. I'm going to keep this up so y'all can keep an eye on where traffic's the worst if you plan on heading out for lunch here pretty soon. Here's a look at what we have for the allergens in the air. Molds at a heavy level, fall, elm, and ragweed both coming in at medium levels. Now, we did have shower activity overnight, but this morning, man, we sure did have a beautiful sunrise as we look out towards Calaveras Lake. Now mainly a blue sky overhead. And it's not just out there at Calaveras Lake. You see that out towards Morgan's Wonderland Camp as well. We also see it out towards Calaveras Lake, of course, San Antonio Airport, and northwest San Antonio showing much of the same. Temperatures really did get a nice cool down thanks to the rain. 60s and 70s out there now, and dew points, well, they're still up there sitting in the 60s. So where is the rain now? I know that's what a lot of people are wanting to know. The rain is just off towards the east, and we only picked up 0.23 at the airport as far as this morning is concerned, so it wasn't too much to start off the month of October, but we did get a lot of rain at some other spots. Take a look at that heavy rainfall moving through Gonzales County, just made its way out of Wilson County and into Guadalupe counties, now even pushing out of Gonzales County into Lavaca County and kind of withering away across the region. We had a 90% chance for rain today, and I think we pretty much got that. A lot of heavy rain too, even at times. A wider look across the region shows that we have the shower and thunderstorm activity closer on over towards Houston, stretching into southeast portions of Texas, and soon pushing into portions of Louisiana and Arkansas. So a lot of heavy rainfall, not just for us, but also areas off to our east. Here's how much rain we picked up over the last 24 hours. Much of this fell really overnight. And you see that we got about 3.5 inches in southwest portions of Edwards County. More than 5 inches there close to Brackettville. Very heavy rainfall for our friends over in Kinney County. You saw 2.5 inches just south of, or in Real County near the Utopia area. You see 3.5 inches in Kerr County, closer on just northwest of Hunt, Texas. And then just more than 1/2 inch there in northwest Bexar County, with the heavier amounts of rainfall in southern Bexar County, where we saw more than 4.5 inches down towards Calaveras Lake. And then northern Wilson County picking up more than 3.5 inches. So some people saw a ton of rainfall, while others didn't see too much. That rain should continue to help out the aquifer level, though, which is on its way up. We're going to see the aquifer a little bit later on, and it should bump up a lot more here over the next 24 hours thanks to that heavy rain that we had last night. So what about the weekend? That's what a lot of people want to know. Let's take a look at that. Future clouds and radar shows that as we head throughout this afternoon, a few brief showers could be possible, but not going to be seeing the rain like what we saw last night. Just a few brief showers here and there as temperatures rise into the 80s for this afternoon. Moving into tonight, temperatures will drop back down to the 60s and 70s. A few spotty showers here and there could be possible, and a few thunderstorms moving through the hill country. As we head throughout the day on Saturday, a few more showers possible. Going to have about anywhere from a 50 to 70% chance for rain across the region. I think we could see even a little bit more than what future clouds and radar is showing here. And temperatures rising into the 80s. So not too hot this weekend. For Sunday, starting off with 60s and 70s, we will have a chance for rain in the afternoon, but rain chances will be going down as we move into the beginning of next week. So those who are wanting drier conditions, don't worry, we got some in the forecast. So why do we have this weather pattern? Well, we've been talking about this upper level low that was set up off to our west for a while, all throughout this past week. It has done that shift east like what we expected, moving across our region, giving us this unsettled weather pattern. But once we head into, again, the end of the weekend, it shifts to our east, and we will get a ridge over our region, which means we get drier conditions while the southeast gets that unsettled weather pattern. Where you have that dip, that's where we're going to have more rainfall off towards the southeast in Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida. We're under the high pressure, which keeps us drier. But we may not stay that way for too long. We have another system that's setting up over the western half of the United States here on Thursday. And as we head into the end of next week, we could start to see some rain chances return. Right now, they're not in the forecast, but we'll keep an eye on that to see if anything does change. Craig says, so in other words, nothing for New Braunfels. You know, you could get a spotty shower or two over the next couple of days, Craig, but nothing too crazy as like what we saw last night with the heavy rainfall for parts of South Texas. Here's how much rain we could see over the next 7 days. Some of this did fall this morning, so please keep that in mind. Half of an inch to an inch and a half really across much of the region. Maybe a bullseye of 2.5 inches closer on down towards Victoria. Some of that rain is still occurring down towards that region, so good amount of rainfall over the next week that should continue to help the aquifer. Now at 659 feet, up 0.2 of a foot in the last 24 hours, and the 10-day average there still pretty low. We need to see it go up a little bit higher, and I think that we're going to see some luck there with the aquifer bumping up as we head throughout the next couple of days here. Here's how much rain we've had as far as this month is concerned, 0.23 inches, which is pretty good for only 1 day of the month so far. We're not even done with 1 day. And September, you know, the last couple of days there, we did get a good amount of rainfall, and we finished up the month still behind average, but man, we picked up a lot of ground. We caught up a good amount there. 3.88 is the average for the month, and we finished up behind average, but again, at least we got more than 2.5 inches. We're still ahead for the year, and that is all thanks to the amount of rain that we had in April and May, and then July was above average as well, but April and May were a big help. We saw more than half of the rain that we had experienced all year up until now, that is, with the more recent rainfall we had at the end of September. But April and May, man, tons of rainfall, and that was much needed. That helped to push back the drought a little bit, but of course we did have the drought move back in thanks to the drier September. Now this does not take into account the heavy rain that we have had at the end of September and for this morning. Once we head into next Tuesday, Tuesday of next week, the data for the amount of rainfall we've had will be put into the drought monitor, and then that new map will come out next Thursday, and we're going to see huge improvements on this map. All this abnormally dry area and the moderate drought, we should see that clear up nicely thanks to the heavy rain that we have had, especially last night. Gavin says, should Mom go to the car wash? Gavin, no, not until Sunday night or Sunday afternoon. I think that's going to be their better shot to get the car clean, because over the next couple of days we are going to have better chances for rain. As far as the tropics are concerned, nothing impacting Texas or the United States, or threatening us rather. Hurricane Sam is out there in the Atlantic. We'll keep a close eye on that. And then Tropical Storm Victor is out there as well. But neither of them forecast to make landfall in the U.S., and no other systems out there expected to develop over the next 5 days. We have now made it all the way through Victor. Wanda is the last name on the 2021 Atlantic hurricane season list. And if we do get that named storm, then we will go into a list of supplemental names provided by the National Hurricane Center if more names are needed. Here's a look at the 7-day forecast. Not a bad week ahead of us. Like I said, we are going to have temperatures closer to around average, mid to upper 80s as we head throughout the next week. After today and tomorrow, we see those temperatures bump up, but we also stay drier. So, yeah, today we had the 90% chance for rain. That was this morning. The rest of today, rain chances are much lower. We're talking more like a 30 to 40% chance for the rest of today. Maybe even down to a 20% chance. I mean, it's much lower rain chances for the rest of today than 90% this morning. Saturday and Sunday, bringing 50 to 70% chances for rain. And then Monday through Thursday, we are dry with a lot of sunshine, allowing us to dry up and enjoy some of the nice weather. Temperatures in the 60s for lows will not be too bad by any means. Here's a look at the day 8 through day 14 outlook as we head throughout that middle part of October. Looks like we could have around average to below average amounts of rainfall, and then above average temperatures. So upper 80s for highs, that would be above average for the month of October, and I think that's pretty manageable. I think we're starting to move away from those triple digits. I think we're done with triple digits for the rest of the year. Your Lone Star 3-day forecast showing us temperatures in the 60s, 70s to 80s all across the state throughout the next few days. The high in Amarillo today, 61. They are going to deal with thunderstorms, though. Lubbock also seeing temperatures in the 60s for today for highs. And then you see there 80s to 90s for highs for some spots. Like Austin could hit 90 degrees on Sunday, but we will avoid the 90s this week here for San Antonio. And then your Texas State Park forecast for tomorrow, looking like a wet day at the state park, so make sure you have the KENS 5 weather app, or the KENS 5 app as a whole rather, to make sure you can stay updated on weather information whenever you're on the go. If you're going to be out there, it gives you live looks at the radar so you can stay informed on the forecast. And then your Texas Gulf Coast forecast, showing us that as you head throughout this weekend, if you're going to be down to the coastal bend, enjoying our beautiful coastline from South Padre up to Galveston, temperatures will be in the 70s for lows, 80s for highs, and unfortunately going to be having some chances for showers and storms each day. Well, here's the 7-day forecast again. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get ready for the show here at noon. I'm in for meteorologist Stacia Wilson today, and Weather Chief Bill Taylor is off this afternoon. I'll be in for 4, 5, 6, and at 10 o'clock, meteorologist Jeremy Baker will be stepping in. So I hope you all can have a wonderful day. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on everything weather-related right here at KENS 5 on our digital platforms on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. Don't forget to download that KENS 5 app and on KENS5.com. Like, subscribe, download. You know the deal. Make sure you have us followed on all those platforms so we can continue to keep you updated throughout the day. And of course, we'll have the latest update to the forecast coming up at noon. So I hope you have a wonderful Friday and a wonderful weekend. We'll keep you updated on everything right here at KENS 5.